Hey friends, welcome back. If you're here for the first time, my name is Grace. I am a mom of two and a teacher, and I have been on a health and wellness journey using a GLP-1, specifically Zepbound, since February of 2025. Now, over the last 9 months, I have lost over 40 pounds, and I know that that's not only because of the GLP-1, but also because of the lifestyle changes that I have been making in my eating and in my movement. When I started in February 2025, I weighed in at 265.4 pounds. Last week, I was at 226 pounds. And this week, I was at 224.4 pounds. That means that is a 1.6 pound loss this week. And over the last 9 months, I have lost 41 pounds exactly. I am so excited. So my very first initial goal that I set up for myself on this weight loss journey was to lose 100 pounds. That would get me down to 165.4. And the way that I arrived at that goal weight was not based on BMI or based on doctor recommendations. It was simply what I weighed when I got married. It's when I felt, my best in my adult life. And actually, I have a fun little throwback to show you guys. I'm holding my wedding album and I wanted to show you what I look like. So that's me at my 165.4 pounds, and that's how I arrived there. So what I've done is I've created small goals that would serve as steps to get me to my 100-pound weight loss goal, to sort of keep my journey exciting and keep me motivated. So my first goal is to lose 50 pounds by December 31st. And I'm definitely well in my way to that. My second goal is to get to Wonderland, to reach 199 pounds. I don't have a timeline for 199. That's just goal number 2. After that is to actually reach my initial desired goal weight of 165.4. And any goals after that I have not set yet. With just 57 days left in 2025, or 8 weeks, can I lose 9 more pounds to reach that first goal of losing 50 pounds by December 31st? You better believe that I'm gonna try. The number one thing that I'm gonna change in my current routine is typically Monday through Friday, I do a 30-minute session of cardio. I have actually been pushing myself the last couple of weeks and building that up to 45 minutes. But I'm gonna push myself further. With just 8 weeks left in 2025, I really wanna reach my first 50 pounds lost by the end of the year. So I'm gonna up my cardio Monday through Friday to 1 hour. I know that might seem like a lot, but the way that I'm gonna make it doable for me is I'm gonna do 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening. I do have a walking pad in my garage, so I can sneak it in there if the weather is not favorable, or if I get lazy, I'm gonna put something on Netflix and just prop it in front of me and just get my walk in. Does anybody else do that? Tell me in the comments if you do that. I know a lot of us will listen to music or maybe talk on the phone, but one of the best things that I do to keep me on the walking pad walking for a long period of time is I just watch something. I'm gonna work on being more consistent with my tracking. That is gonna be a lot of work because I have definitely 1000% been more consistent with tracking my meals, but I could probably track better. I know I can track better. So I'm gonna work harder to be more consistent, to track every single item, whether it's food or drink, that comes into my body. This is data from my Renful scale that I purchased back in May. So from May to now, I have a new BMI. My BMI is down to 38.5. My body fat is down to 49%. And my skeletal muscle is up to 29.2%. And my weight, I am down, obviously 224.4 pounds, but I'm also down more than 15% of my starting body weight. And that's really exciting because in clinical trials, GLP-1 users who use Zepbound or Tirzepatide, they lost anywhere between 15 to 22% on average of their starting body weight. So I'm literally right there with the clinical trials, and I'm really excited. They did that over 72 weeks and I am just at week 37. So I'm really thrilled about that. To keep myself motivated, especially during the holiday season, I borrowed this idea from Maddie Gets Fit and from Nick. They both use posted countdown sticky walls, and I did something very similar in the back of my closet door. I recorded every pound from 224 down to 199, and my plan will be to remove the sticky once I have obviously gotten out of each of those pounds and reward myself in some way. Once I am out of the 224 and I can remove that first sticky, I will figure out how I want to reward myself to keep myself motivated to reach Wonderland. Side effects for this week, I had very few. My constipation is still constipating, but I am managing. My itching, guys, I had no itching this injection. I injected in my stomach left. The only thing I did differently this time is I left my injection out to get to room temperature for 1 whole hour. Typically, I only do 20 to 30 minutes, but this time I left her out for a whole hour. I don't know if that helped, but I had absolutely zero itching and I had absolutely zero redness in the injection site area. It was amazing, it was wonderful, and I just hope that it keeps up. I am planning to go back to stomach right for this next injection. So let's hope that it's not a right stomach thing. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you consider subscribing? Would you like this video? And leave me a comment. Just tell me how you're doing. How are you getting ready to battle this holiday season? I don't know if you guys know this, but on average, we gain between 1 to 2 pounds. Some will say it's more, but studies show that we gain 1 to 2 pounds during the holiday season. Tell me how you're gonna keep yourself motivated and how you're gonna lock in during this holiday season to make sure that you reach your goals. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's keep losing. Bye.